What if the single biggest advantage in business today isn't some new technology or clever marketing trick? What if it's a skill we've all been told is just for, personal budgeting? Today, we're diving into financial literacy and why understanding money has quietly become this powerful competitive weapon in the modern business world. It really wasn't that long ago that financial literacy was something you could just delegate. You'd hire an accountant and you were pretty much done. But the shift you're seeing here, well, it isn't just some small change. It's a whole new reality. We've gone from treating financial skill as a nice to have to recognizing it as a genuine, undeniable edge in the market. And let's be absolutely crystal clear about this. That era of just outsourcing your financial understanding, it is definitively over. The game has fundamentally changed and the old rules just don't apply anymore. So why is this all happening now? What's really driving this massive shift? Well, we're going to break it down by looking at three key forces: the new mindset of entrepreneurs, the rising demands of clients, and the winning strategy of the smartest advisors out there. Okay, first up, let's talk about entrepreneurs. The most successful founders today aren't just chasing revenue numbers anymore. Nope, they're focused on something way deeper: financial readiness. And that means they're moving away from making gut-feeling guesses and toward making truly intentional, strategic decisions. And how are they doing that? Well, they're asking much, much better questions. Instead of just asking, hey, can I get a loan? They're digging into the mechanics, just like you see here. This kind of question isn't just about getting cash. It's about understanding all the different levers of growth. It's a huge leap in strategic thinking. They're also thinking way beyond the next quarter. This question gets right to the heart of sustainability. It's about building a resilient company, not just one that's profitable for a few months. This is the difference between being a flash in the pan and a business that's actually built to last. And this one is absolutely crucial. The best entrepreneurs are proactively hunting for their own blind spots. They aren't waiting for a crisis to pop up and reveal a weakness. They're looking for it themselves so they can patch the holes before the ship even starts taking on water. And here's why all of that matters. When you ask those kinds of deep questions, you gain clarity. And as this says, that clarity creates the confidence you need to move faster and more decisively than your competition. You're not rushing, you're simply not hesitating. All right, now for the second major shift, and this one is being driven by the clients themselves. It's not just business owners getting smarter. Today's clients are more informed than ever, and they expect the professionals they hire to be on a whole new level when it comes to transparency. It's no longer enough to just deliver results. Clients now demand to understand the why behind your what. They want to see the long-term implications, and they want to know what the other options are. They expect to be a partner in the process, not just a passive customer waiting for an outcome. And this really illustrates the new reality perfectly. Your own financial literacy is no longer just some internal tool for your business. It's now a critical client-facing skill. Being able to explain complex ideas with clarity is now a core part of providing a great service. So this brings us to our third point, which is all about advisors, consultants, and really anyone providing a professional service. In a crowded, noisy market, how do you actually stand out? The answer isn't to shout louder, it's to teach better. Taking an education-first approach creates this really powerful chain reaction. First, sharing your knowledge builds your authority without any of those high-pressure sales tactics. That clarity, in turn, creates genuine trust. And it's that trust that ultimately transforms a simple transaction into a loyal, long-term relationship. And this is the bottom line for any professional today. It's not about having the biggest marketing budget or the flashiest pitch. Victory goes to the one who can cut through all the noise with clarity and empower their client with real understanding. So let's pull all of this together. We've seen how smart entrepreneurs are thinking, what savvy clients are demanding, and how the best advisors are responding. Now let's talk about what this means for you and how you can gain your own edge. So think of your financial literacy edge not as a single skill, but as a complete toolkit. It's the combination of all these elements, making better decisions, asking smarter questions, building stronger trust, that works together to create lasting leverage for your future. We all have access to endless information, right? A quick search can define anything. But here's the thing, access is not the advantage anymore. The true edge comes from knowing how to filter that noise and apply the right information strategically to your own situation. That is what sets you apart. So, we'll end with this. The information is out there for everyone. The question that remains is a personal one. What will you do to turn that accessible information into your own unique competitive edge?